Welcome back to another episode of Delo Reacts. Today I'm going to be reacting to somebody living in a storage locker for 2 months. Yep, 2 months. So this isn't what I mean by tiny living, but it might be cute. Let's see how he deck it out, because as it says in the video, it's in style. So let's see.
So if you're going to live in a storage unit, you're going to need to be as invisible as you possibly can be. You basically need to be a ghost. If anybody finds out you're here, that's when you start running into trouble. So, First of all,
duh.
So what I did is I ran an extension cord along the power cable up here, and I sort of zip tied it up. So you can't really tell it's power is going to my unit unless you.
Honey, you illegal.
So this is my unit here, and at the top of the unit you can see I have an antenna, and that's so I can get a cell signal inside the unit itself, because once you close the door, it drops all signal. All right, so let's take a look at the unit now.
Come on, unit, and you ain't even supposed to be up in there. Oh heck!
So in here I've got my TV,
he for real.
Entertainment center set up there. I've got my bed. I've got my kitchen area over there, complete with a fridge, and my couch over here.
Wait a minute.
Once you're inside here,
this dude got a whole couch.
And I've screwed on a latch here, so that way you can close it and sort of lock it from the inside. I've also put a mirror up, so you can see what you're doing. Up here I've got a toaster oven, and this toaster oven actually works pretty well. I'd say it works just as well as
honey.
I've got some dishes over here. Got some more pots and pans over here.
Now he got a spice rack in the storage place.
Underneath I've got a filing cabinet, some tools, and some storage for some other stuff I have. Up on this part of the kitchen I have cutting board, so I can make some lunch or dinner there. I have a hot plate for boiling water, cereal. Up here is the Tupperware, and then over here I've got a food cupboard with all my food. And this is the sink I've built, and the sink is basically like a 25-liter container filled with water.
So he can do all that. He can build stuff. He can, you know what I'm saying, do the whole lock thing. And you got to stay there and you ain't supposed to be there. Sometimes you got to live like a ghost. Makes no sense. What? Talking about some in style. What the heck?
And I've attached these tubes here, so you just open it up. Then the water comes down this tube and out there. So you've got running water, you can do dishes, get a drink, whatever, and then the water filters into this bucket, which goes down into these holes here, which goes into a funnel, which leads into a separate container here. And I usually find I have to empty that container and refill that one, usually once a week, maybe twice. So over here above the bed, I've built a bar, and this is just to hold all my liquor and drinks and everything. But I've also got stuff at the back there.
You got a whole bar. You got a whole bar, brother. In the storage locker. Okay. And it's a lot. That's a lot. Yeah, let's continue.
Behind the bed. So what I've done is I've built this little...
But I'm definitely side-eyeing this whole situation here.
This comes out, and then the hinge drops down. And then that can hold in place while you go and get whatever you need to from back there. Over here I've built a clothing rack, and this works just like it would in any closet. put your clothes there, except I've included this little latch here. Up here I've built some shelving for some items that I'm storing in here that I don't really use too much. I got my snowboard hanging from the ceiling there. And as you can see, all the stuff I've built in here is all built basically hanging from the ceiling. And the way I did that is I just got 2x4s, really long 2x4s, and put them all the way across the unit. And then I used L brackets to build shelving down from that.
Are we bragging on that? Because you can easily just build your own little tiny home. You're pretty good. You can build your own your little box home. If you can stay in a box like this, I mean, you can most definitely just put up some walls and then hang your stuff from your little ceiling that you. Yeah, I'm not understanding the whole storage locker thing here. Actually living in there is what I'm not getting.
So the
kind of odd.
The lighting system here is these are all like Philips Hue lights. So you can just turn them on and off with either your smartphone app or this wireless switch here.
And you got all that in the storage.
Of course, I do have my router there broadcasting my network, which that's all connected to. This is my new TV I just bought. It's a 4K TV, and I've got it hooked up to my computer so I can game on it or watch movies or do anything like that.
Incredible, dude. You are crazy.
Here, I've got, this is my left surround speaker. And of course, I've got the back speakers back there.
He is off the chain. Y'all, he literally showing how he's living in a storage locker in style.
As for extra storage, if you look up
talking about storage,
I've got some games stored up there, just some pieces of wood to store various items. Got my nunchucks up here, and all my shoes. It's a great place to build a shoe rack.
Oh my gosh.
My other clothes that aren't on the rack over there.
I wonder if there's a lot of people that live in storage units.
Under the bed, I've got
like that pay, get us, I guess, by size. It depends on the size. How much you pay a month, like $200-300. I guess it's a little cheaper than living in an apartment, but I just feel like I can get a studio apartment and just deck it out, or like he can just build his own stuff.
With them. Yeah, so it's a really small space. And I'm storing a lot of stuff in here. There's more stuff under the bed as well, and this is stuff I don't particularly use in this unit, but once I move out, I would use.
Y'all know what once I move out? Oh gosh, once I move out. He talking about a storage locker, y'all. I just can't deal with that. But can you imagine all the electrical hookups he have in there, and but if it caught fire, like, and that TV is by the door and he like locked in there, that's all that will be going through my head, is that I will be trapped up in here burning to death. Yeah, nope.
So I'm keeping that.
No windows, no, no,
as you can see,
I
everything
can't.
is sort of placed in an area where I know how to get to it. And it's.
But can you get out if your electrical, your little water drainage, your little water setup cause some sort of fire? Can you get out? Oh, wee.
Like, I have all the amenities you'd find in an apartment, just in a very tiny space.
Oh, then build you
one.
one.
Everything, so I'm ready to access anything, and
then why not build you one? Oh my gosh.
And the only real thing I don't have in here is a washer and dryer, which is not a problem because I can just go to the laundromat for that sort of stuff. Well, this is my water filling funnel, and I'll actually show you how that works too. I basically have a cart here where I put my water tanks on, and the cart is pressed against the water fountain, and then there's a wedge underneath one of the wheels.
Brother John.
That cart in place. Then the water fountain goes, and it shoots water into this funnel, which goes through that wood, which I've drilled.
Dude, now you know you wrong.
And
Simon.
This tube here, and then this tube goes
Michael.
into whatever tank I need.
Whatever your name is,
So right now,
you know you wrong. Are you kidding me? That's what you did. That's you. Little mouse, you're a little thief.
This is the water tank from my car, and it's just about filled. And this is me refilling the main water tank for my storage unit. And I have the sink there, and I've just emptied it. This thing usually takes about 10 minutes to fill from this water fountain here. I build another one of these and use the second water fountain as well, but it's broken and doesn't always work. I'll be moving into a new apartment in about 3 weeks, and I have quite a few plans for what I'll be doing to that place, so stay tuned for another video on that. In the meantime, though, thanks for watching.
Oh, an actual apartment.
Just starting to move all my stuff in now.
Praise God.
It's pretty bare bones at the moment. I got my kitchen, living room, bedroom over here, bathroom here, closet and entry there.
Okay.
Not much now, but I plan to build a rock climbing gym in here. So we'll see how that turns out.
I ain't reacting to that because I don't want to. I don't want to. Why you put that in there? I mean, I guess it's what he likes. He want to just climb on his walls, or he just want to look at it like that. But yeah, good luck, brother. I feel like he just want to build something at this point, so he should, you know, do some little shelves or something. But rock climbing wall in that little bit of living room, it's like yeah, I'm not reacting to that one. So let me know what you guys think about this video. I thought, you know, I really wanted to see what he was explaining as far as living in a storage locker in style, and having to be like a ghost, and, you know, creep in there, set up Wi-Fi. And honestly, I was concerned for his safety in there. Honestly, I am so glad that he put this apartment at the end of this video, because yeah, I was concerned that he was just about to, you know, just be living like that. But glad he had to just creep around like a ghost for 2 months. Anyway, like, share, and subscribe, and until next time, I will see you guys in my next video. Bye.